Hey guys, welcome back to Pinching Pennies with Priscilla, and as you can see, I've been out shopping. I said I was not going out shopping, but you gotta hear what happened. First of all, let me just say to the person who commented on my other video about them not wanting to hear my life story, that's okay. The one thing you have to understand is you're on my channel. Whatever videos I post on my channel is what I'm going to post. If you don't like them, you don't have to watch them. You know who you are who made the comment, okay? So let me get that out of the way. For those of you who like to hear my life story, then I got to tell you what happened with this deal at CVS. It's going to be a little detailed. I'll try not to make it too long, but you got to hear what happened. Okay, so let's get started. Sorry about the noise in the background, but my booby is watching a movie. All right, so let's get to what's happening here. As you can see, I have 4 of the Pronutrients vitamins, the omega-3, and how I came about getting those. You know, I went to work today, you guys. I decided on the way home from work that I was going to stop at every CVS that was on my path home from work today. So I stopped at probably about 3 of them before I got to this particular store. Now, the reason why this is important is because this store is on my way home in a, put it back, Erin, put it back, in a very, very bad neighborhood. When I say bad, it's bad. And y'all know she over there doing something, right? Look at her. So, I hesitated on whether or not I wanted to stop at this store. Now, I went this route home specifically because I thought in my mind that if I stopped at a CVS in a, like, what they call the hood, that maybe I might be able to find this. And now, let me put a disclaimer out there for those who are probably going to say, oh, she sounds all bougie or something like that. Bougie is not even a part of my vocabulary because I grew up raised in the hood, in the projects of Washington, D.C. So I say the hood just to give you an idea of the store that I'm getting ready to describe to you guys, all right? I go into this store, and I'm thinking, they're not going to have it. They're not going to have it. So, booby, put that back. So, as soon as I go into the store, I'm like shocked because there are bars in the CVS. I'm talking about like metal kind of gate bars or something to section off the store. This is why I'm saying it's the hood. Now, they have bars so that, you know how you normally go into a CVS, you're able to like freely go in whatever direction you want to go. You go into CVS, you see the cashiers, you may want to go straight to the cashiers to ask them something. Not in this store. You cannot freely go into the store in any direction you want to go. They have it barred off so that when you come into the store, you have no other choice but to go to your right because the bars are in front of you and they're kind of like boxed you in so that the only way that you can get out of this store is to go to your right, go down one aisle, and then you're in the rest of the store. And I think they have it that way so that you cannot freely just dash into the store, take something, and run back out. There's no way you can do it. So anyway, I'm laughing at this whole setup. The other thing is this store is overflowing with merchandise. I mean, everything you could possibly think of that CVS had on sale in their sales paper, they have it. The one thing I can say that's a positive about the store is that they have everything in there. So much stuff that it was kind of claustrophobic. It was so much stuff in the store. So I'm still thinking like they can't possibly have this. People probably already done came in here. So no, I go back to the vitamin area. I'm looking. You guys, I kid you not. I looked over that section at least 4 times. Finally, I spot one box. I know I had looked over there several times, but for some reason I spotted it this time. I mean, I looked at it so many times, but I didn't walk away. For some reason, I didn't walk away. I just kept looking over and over again. So anyway, I spot the one box, and I'm thinking like, okay, if I spot this box and it's looking like it's out of place, maybe if I keep looking, I'll find some more, but I didn't. So I see these 2, little bins that CVS uses to put merchandise in that they need to stock on the shelves. So I decided to look in the top bin to see if maybe they had some stored in there that they hadn't put on the shelf. So I open up the top of the bin, and they didn't have it in there. So I went to pick that up to look in the bottom bin. And that's when this guy comes over. He says, "Can I help you? Are you looking for something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I was looking for these vitamins here. I figured maybe you had them stored in this bin and wasn't on the shelf yet. So I was just looking to see if they were in there." So he said, "Oh, okay, let me check and see if they're in there." So he proceeds to look through them and everything. He's like, "Well, they're not in here." He said, "So do you want these?" I say, "Yes, I want them, but I want some more." He said, "Okay, well, I'll go check in the back." Now, this guy is in plain clothes, looks like a customer, but he says, "I'll go check in the back." So he takes the one box that I have, he goes in the back, and he comes back, and he has 2 more boxes in his hands. He said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. This is all we got. It's the same one that you already had." Now, mind you, I had told him, look for the Pronutrients, either the omega-3 or the fruit and veggies. I said, either or, I'll take it. He must have misunderstood that I wanted the fruit and veggie. So when he came out with the omega-3s, he's like, "Oh, this is all I have, so I'm sorry, you wanted the other ones." I said, no. You know, I'm like, my mind is racing a mile a minute. Like, if you don't give me those things right now, I will kill you. So I'm like, "No, this is fine. This is fine. I could have had either one. This is fine." He said, "Oh, okay, I thought you wanted the other ones." Then he says, "Oh, I have one more." I'm like, "What?" I'm like thinking to myself, "Give it to me." So he's like, "I have one more in the back." I said, "Well, I'll take that one too," right? So he goes back. We're going walking back towards the back. And he's kind of like, you know, chit-chatting with me and kind of flirting with me or whatever. And then he goes in the back and brings out the last one. He said, "Okay, this is all I have. I hope this is okay." I said, "Yes, this is fine. This is exactly what I wanted." I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, they have the Pronutrients. So it doesn't end right there. Stay with me, guys. Okay, I got 10 minutes on this cell phone, so I'm making it fast. Okay, so I finally have all 4 of them in my hand, and I'm singing hallelujah in my head, right? So I go to the register. I got my rain check. The girl's like, "I don't know how to do this. I'm not comfortable doing this, so you're going to have to go over here to the other guy." I'm thinking to myself, I could care less what register I got to go to. I got some Pronutrients in my hand, lady. So I'm like, okay, I'll go over there, no problem. So I go over to the other register. The guy totally knew about the Pronutrients. He said, "Oh, yeah, I know about that. Come on over here. I can handle it, whatever." He rings it up, blah, 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 blah. No big deal. The problem was, and it wasn't a problem for me, it was a problem for him. He misread the rain check. The rain check, they had written it out that I could get 6. And then, come here, booby. Come here, let me open it for you. Come here. They said I can get 6. And at the bottom, they had it that I should get $20 in up rewards, meaning for each 3 of them, that I would get $10, but they put the total of 20. So he misunderstood it. So once he rang up both, I did 2 transactions, you guys. I did the 2 because I had 2 different cards, and I had the CVS card. So I only used the 3 $5 off CVS coupons on each one, plus 1 of the $7 coupons. Because what I did was I added in the batteries. They would buy one, get one free. So I added 2 batteries on each transaction. So here is my receipt right here. Hope you can see that. I used the 3 CVS $5 coupons right there. And then I used the $7 coupon right there. And my total for this one was $4.77 because the batteries I bought was like $6.79 a pack. And I used the Amex card that I already had to pay for that, so it was no money out of my pocket. The second one was a little cheaper because the batteries were cheaper. These were $4.39. So I used 3 of the CVS coupons plus 1 of the $7 coupons, and my total was $2.37 on this one. And again, I used the Amex card that I already had, so I didn't pay out of pocket. The problem was I only bought 2 of each, you guys, but this guy thought I still was supposed to have gotten 2 $10 up rewards. I am running out of my time, you guys. I am going to finish part 2 on another video because you got to hear this. Stay tuned.